Hello students, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll solve the math calculator section of the December 2020 EST. Question 1. If 40 minus 10 is 11a and a is -2, what is the value of 10t minus 10? So 40 minus 10 is 11a. So that's 11 times -2. So that's -22. So 40 is -22 plus 10, which is -12. So t is -3. So what is 10t minus 10? 10 times -3 minus 10 minus 30 minus 10, so minus 40. Vanessa's company has a bonus policy at the end of each month based on his or her performance. Every employee gets effort points. At the end of each year, each employee gets paid a fixed bonus of $400 and an additional bonus of $50 for each effort point earned by the employee. At the end of the year 2019, Vanessa got a bonus of $1,000. How many effort points had she earned during this year? So out of this 1,000, 400 was the fixed bonus, so left with 600. And you get $50 for every effort point. So number of effort points would be 600 by 50. So that's 12, right? So she earned 12 effort points. The straight line M has an equation y is equal to 3x. The point A with coordinates 1, 3 is on M. The point P is perpendicular to M at point A. Which of the following points is on P? Okay, so we have this line passing through 1, 3 and also the origin because it doesn't have a y-intercept. So this is line M, y is equal to 3x, right? And then we have a line perpendicular to this line, which is line P, right? And also passing through 1, 3. Okay, now what is the equation of line P? You know that the slope of M is 3. So this is the slope of M. So the slope of P would be -1 by 3 because perpendicular line slopes are negative reciprocals. So for P, I can say y minus 3 is -1 by 3, x minus 1, right? So y is -1 by 3x plus 1 by 3 plus 3. So that's -1 by 3x plus 10 by 3. So I can write it in another way. 3y is -x plus 10. So x plus 3y is 10. This is the equation of line P. So now we can see which point satisfies it. So 3 plus 27 is not 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. So this should be my answer. 3 plus 0 is not 10 and 0 plus 0 is not 10. So it's B. In a certain board game, a player can make only horizontal and vertical moves with his or her piece on the condition that the total number of moves does not exceed 40 moves, out of which at least 10 are horizontal. Every horizontal move costs 5 points and every vertical move costs 3 points, and a player, Sarah, has only 800 points left. If H is the number of horizontal moves that Sarah can make and V is the number of vertical moves Sarah can make, which of the following systems of inequalities best represents the situation? So the total number of moves should not exceed 40. So H plus V should be less than equal to 40, right? So A is out and D is out. Now, at least 10 should be horizontal. So H should be greater than equal to 10, which is true for both of these. And every horizontal moves cost 5. So 5H plus 3V should be less than equal to 800. because she has 800 points left. So the right answer is option C. Yeah. A company decides to let its employees work from home. The employer gathers the workers and wants to distribute the work documents among the workers so that they can take them home. When he gives 2 documents to each employee, 20 are left over. Instead, he decides to take one himself and gives 3 to each employee. This time, 9 are left over. What is the number of documents? Okay, let's say the number of documents is X. So he gives 2 documents to each employee. So number of employees will be X by 2. And 20 documents are left over, right? That's what they are saying. Right, let me take X as the number of employees. Right, let me say that X is the number of employees. So when he gives 2 documents to each employee, how many documents? 2X. And 20 documents are left over. So this is number of documents, right? And if he takes one himself and gives 3 to each employees, so 3 to each employee, and he takes one himself. So plus 1 plus 9, that is the number of documents, right? So that is what is left over. So these two should be the same. So 2x plus 20 is 3x plus 10. So x is 10, right? So the number of employees is 10. So the number of documents would be 10 into 2, 20 plus 20, 40. If this is true and z is an integer, what is the least possible value of z? 2z minus 7 times z minus 1 is less than equal to 1. 2z minus 7z plus 7 is less than equal to 1. Minus 5z is less than equal to minus 6. So z is greater than equal to 6 by 5, which means z is greater than equal to 1.2, right? So the least possible value of z when z is an integer is 2. Due to the large demand for hand sanitizers, a small shop owner decided to increase the price of hand sanitizer by a fixed amount every day. If the price in dollars of the hand sanitizer can be modeled by this equation, where D is the number of days after the shop owner took the decision, which of the following is the best interpretation of the number 6? So 6 is the y-intercept, right? So this is how the line would look, where this point is 0, 6. This is the price and this is the number of days. So 6 is the price of hand sanitizer before he decided to start increasing, right? So the increase in price of the sanitizer per day, no, that's the slope, 3.5. So it's not A. The change in the price of sanitizer per day, no, that's the same as option A. So it's not this. The price of the sanitizer after the shop owner stops increasing, no. The price of the sanitizer before the large demand, yeah. So before he starts increasing the price. The graph D of a linear function has a negative slope. Which of the following may be true about the graph N of a linear function G of slope 12? Okay, N is perpendicular to D. So let's say that this is D with a negative slope. And yeah, for sure. Because for these to be perpendicular, D should have a slope of minus 1 by 12, right? So this is possible. N is parallel to D. No, that's not possible because if this has a negative slope and this has a slope of 12, they can never be equal. And N passes through the origin. Yeah, for sure, right? N can pass through the origin because that's absolutely possible. So 1 and 3 are possible. Okay, the given graph shows the speeds V in meters per second of Sam and Daniel as they do their morning jobs as a function of time and seconds. The difference in the speeds of the two boys is how much less at 0.2 seconds than it was initially. So initially the difference was 0.6, and at point 2 the difference is 0.6 minus 0.3. So the difference is less by 0.3. The difference in the speeds of the two boys, right? So it should be 0.3 meters per second, right? Not seconds, because we are looking at the difference in speeds. So 0.3 meters per second. If the average of three numbers is 10, what is the average of A and B in terms of C? Okay, so A plus B plus C by 3 is 10. So A plus B plus C is 30. So A plus B by 2, which is average of A and B, would be 30 minus C by 2. So that's 15 minus 0.5 C, option D. The solution set of this equation is what? Root of 2x plus 1 is x minus 1. So 2x plus 1 is x minus 1 the whole squared. X squared minus 2x plus 1. So x squared minus 4x is 0. So x times x minus 4 is 0. So x is 0 and 4. Okay, now let's verify which of these works. So let's first look at x equal to 0. So my left hand side is square root of 1, which is 1, and my right hand side is negative 1. So this doesn't work. And what about x equal to 4? My left hand side is square root of 9, which is 3, and my right hand side is also 3. So 4 is the only solution. In a certain village, the number of people doubles every 3 months. If there were 120 people in the village in March, which of the following equations should be solved to find when the population reaches 1500, assuming no deaths occur? M represents the number of months. Okay, so the final value is the initial value multiplied by growth factor to the power t by k. So final value is 1500. Initial value is 120. The growth factor is 2 because the number of people doubles. And k is 3, right? Because the number of people doubles every 3 months. So this would be 1500 is 120 times 2 to the power m by 3, right? Because we are dealing with months. So 120 into 2 to the power m by 3 is 1500, option A. John owns a drone that has a radio range of 55 meters. That is, the owner can control it only if the drone is within 55 meters from him. As John launches the drone flies off a distance d measured in meters, given by this expression, where t is the time in seconds after the drone is launched. Assuming John stays where he is, at least how many seconds after being launched does the drone get out of range? Okay, so basically the distance should become greater than 55, right? For the drone to get out of range. So 4t squared plus 20t should be greater than 55. So 4t squared plus 20t minus 55 is greater than 0. So how do we solve this? Let's see. 55 into 4. So 11 into 5 into 4. So we need 20, right? Are we getting 20 anyway? I don't think so. So will we have to plug it into the calculator? Yeah, let's do that. 4t squared. What is the next expression? 20t and minus 55. Okay. And minus 55. Okay. So minus 6.97 and 1.97. So those are my roots. So minus 6.97 and 1.97. So t plus 6.97 and t minus 1.97 is greater than 0. So which means that t should be less than minus 6.97 or t should be greater than 1.97. So obviously time can't be negative. So t should be greater than 1.97. So 2 seconds. The graph of the function h in the xy plane contains the point this and has a y-intercept of minus 7. The function g is defined by this. Which of the following points lies on this graph? Okay, so let's first write the equation of function h. So let it be y is mx plus c, where c is given as negative 7. So y is mx negative 7. And let's put 2 comma 5. So 5 is 2m minus 7. So 2m is 12. So m is 6. So my function hx becomes 6x minus 7, right? That's hx. Now g of x is 3 minus 2hx. So 3 minus 2 times 6x minus 7. So 3 minus 12x plus 14. So negative 12x plus 17. This is g of x. Negative 12x plus 17. So let's figure it out. When x is 0, g will be, so it's not a. When x is, yeah, so when x is 0, g would be 17. So it's c. Okay. Number of COVID-19 cases according to age. The histogram shown summarizes the number of people who got infected by the COVID-19 virus according to their age in Lebanon. The survey was done over 11,200 people. Based on the information shown, which of the following is the most likely median age of those shown? Okay, so 11,200 people, right? So what will be the halfway mark? 2 5s are 10, 2 6. So around the 5,600 mark. So let's see, where do we get that? So this is about 400. This is about 1,000. This is about 20, let's say 2,900. This is about 20. Yeah, I can take this as 2,400 because I took this higher. Okay, so I might have already reached 5,600, right? 1,400 plus 2,900. What is 1,400 plus 2,900? Carry 1, 4,300. Yeah, so my median will be in the 30 to 40 range. So that will be 31. Okay. Which of the following is closest to the ratio of the number of infected people below the age of 10 to those above the age of 80? Okay, below the age of 10, so that's this group, and above the age of 80 is this group, right? So below the age of 10 is a little over 400. So what are the options? And this is little over 200. Okay. Yeah, so it's 410 to 215, option C. Okay, what about the next one? If 15% of the tests performed in each age group to identify the people who were infected gave wrong results, which of the following gives the closest estimate of the number of cases in the age range 20 to 30 who are actually healthy? Okay, so 20 to 30, how many people were given the test? About 2,850, let's say, right? So about 2,850 and 15% got the wrong result. So 15% of 2,850 were healthy. So this cancels, and yeah, so 15 times 28.5, 15 fives are 75, carry 7, 127 carry 12, 427 points, so about 431. Okay. The table above shows the scores of 18 students on an online history exam. Due to technical issues, the score of the 19th student was not added. The professor adds the score and finds out that doing so has increased the median. Which of the following is the most likely score of the 19th student? Okay, so for 18 students, the median would be the average of the ninth and the 10th scores, right? So these are in ascending order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? So the initial median was 87, right? Now, if he adds a new median, if he adds a new score, then the median would be for this, it would be the 10th score, right? For 19 students. So the 10th score, so that means it would be, yeah. So if I add, let's say, what should I add here? Let's say if I add 86 here, then 86 would come here, and my value would become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 86 would be the new median, which is less, so it can't be 86. So I have to add 88, right? Because if I add 88, then that becomes my 10th value, and that's the median, while my initial median was 87. So D. Okay, in a certain chip manufacturing company, there are 3 operating machines, A, B, and C. Every day, machine A produces 30% more chips than machine B, and machine B produces twice as many chips as machine C. If on any particular day, machine A produces X chips, then what is the total number of chips produced by these? Okay. So machine A produces 30% more chips than machine B. So X is 1.3 machine B. So machine B is X by 1.3, right? And machine B produces twice as many chips as machine C. So B is 2C. So X by 1.3 is 2C. So C is X by 2.6, right? So the total produced by the 3, A plus B plus C, would be X plus X by 1.3 plus X by 2.6, which is option D. Okay, the scatter plot shows the bee population in a certain farm for every year since 2012. Okay, a line of best fit is shown. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the value 56.429 in the equation? So this is the slope of the line, right? What does that tell me? That tells me that for every year, the bee population declines by this number, right? So the average increase, no, it's not increase. The average decrease in the number of bees, no. The average decrease in the number of bees each year. So it's C. Which of the following is closest to the difference in the actual population of the number of bees and the number predicted by the line of best fit in 2017? Okay, so year 0 is 2012. So year 5 is 2017. So this would be 250 and 300. So about 50. So 56. According to the line of best fit, in which year is the population of bees most likely predicted to drop to 0? Okay. So 0 is minus 56.429x plus 525.71. So X is 525.71 divided by 56.429. 525.71 divided by 56.429. So that's about 9 years, right? Nearly 9 years. So 9 years after 2012 would be 2021. So C. Okay. The graph above represents the volume of oil in a certain container over the course of 37.5 minutes. The container has a small hole through which oil leaks occasionally, and so a certain amount is occasionally added by the owner. Which of the following statements about the situation is true? Option A, oil is not leaking from the container after 30 minutes. No, it is leaking because the amount has gone down, so this is not right. Oil is being added to the container at the same rate at which it is leaking, between 12.5 and 22.5. Yeah, this is correct because here the amount of oil is constant. So this should be my answer. Oil is leaking from the container without any amount being added between 27.5 and 32.5. No, this is wrong. You are adding because the amount is constant. The rate at which oil is added is the same at which oil is leaking between 2.5 and 12.5. No, you're adding more because that's why the amount of oil is increasing. So B. The graph above shows the number of action movies made each year from 2011 to 2020. The greatest increase in the number of action movies took place between which 2 years? So, okay, so we're looking at the graph this way. So I think it's very obvious that it's in the first year, right? Between 2011 and 2012. So that should be my answer. 12 and 13 was almost constant. 17 and 18, yeah, not as much as the first option. And 19 and 20 was actually a decline. So it's A. A certain pharmaceutical company wants to test the efficiency of a vaccine that it recently developed against a virus. For this purpose, they administer the vaccine to 10 people from each neighborhood where the virus had been detected. They do this for 40 neighborhoods where the virus was detected and discover that among the 400 subjects, only 15 got sick when exposed to the virus after receiving the vaccine. Which of the following statements is true? If the entire country is vaccinated, only 3.75% are expected to get sick. Okay, so 15 by 400 is, yeah, 3.75%. Okay, vaccine is effective against the virus. The sample was not chosen randomly, and so it calls into question the results obtained. The sample size was too large. No, the sample size was not too large. It was 400. Okay, how do I cancel this? The vaccine is effective against the virus sounds too certain, right? This is just a sample that we have created. I think it would be C because they only administered it to people where in neighborhoods where the virus had been detected. So it's not really a random sample, right? They should have administered it to every person regardless of the neighborhood. So I'll go with C. Okay, this is a sample. If the range of the list is 29, which of the following can be the value of X? Okay, so let's say if I put X as 34, then what is my smallest number? My smallest number is 5 and my largest number is 40. So range becomes 35. So it's not 29. So yeah, so 34 is not possible. Let's say if I put X equal to 2. So if X is 2, then the smallest number is 2 and The largest number is still 40, so that's 38, still not 29. So neither 1 nor 2, right? When will it be 29? It'll be 29 when my smallest is 11, but that's not true because, yeah, so neither 1 nor 2. Okay. The graph above shows the sales in dollars of the local mall at different temperatures in degrees Celsius. Which of the following is closest to the equation of the line of best fit? Okay, so the y-intercept is 14. So we can cancel B and C. And we need to find the slope. So 0, comma 14. And let's see, do we have a grid point? I think we can use 2, comma 12, right? Very close. So my slope is -2 by 2, which is -1. So I need to be very close to 1, right? So negative 1.1 is the better answer. So option A. Yeah. An athlete runs every morning for 2 hours straight. On each day, as he progresses, he gets tired and starts slowing down little by little. Which of the following graphs best depicts the distance D covered by the athlete starting from home during the 2 hours he runs every morning as a function of time? Okay, so it can't be linear because he's slowing down in the second half. So, so it should be D, right? Because if you look at the total distance that he covers, he has covered nearly half that distance in a less amount of time, and the remaining distance he has taken a lot of time. So he has slowed down here. While if you look at the total distance that he has covered here, then here you can see that half the distance, here he has taken more time to cover half the distance and here less. So that can't be true because he's covering more distance faster in the beginning, right? So it's D. In the xy plane, A is the point of coordinates 3, 6 and B is 3, 10. If C is the circle with diameter AB, which of the following is the equation of C? Okay, so diameter AB, so the center would be the midpoint of AB. So that's 3, 8, right? And the radius would be the distance from the center to, let's say, point A. So that's 3 minus 3, 0, plus 8 minus 6, 2 squared, 4. So the radius is 2, right? So my equation of the circle is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared is r squared, where h comma k is the center and r is the radius. So x minus 3 whole squared plus y minus 8 whole squared is 4. X minus 3 whole squared plus y minus 8 whole squared is 4. Option D. Okay, in the given figure, F is the center of the circle and J, H, and I are points on the circle. Fi is 4, so the radius is 4. JHI and JIH are 45. Okay, so this is 45 and this is 45 degrees. What is the area of the shaded region? Okay, so this is 4, this is 4, and this is 4, right? They are each the radius of the circle. And if this is 45, this also has to be 45 because these two are equal, so the angles will be equal. So that means that this is 90. So if this is 90, then the shaded region will be the area of the sector, right? The sector minus area of the triangle JFI, right? Because if I take the sector and subtract from that the area of the triangle JFI, then I get the shaded region. So area of sector is 90 by 360 into pi r squared, which is 16. Minus area of triangle is half base into height. So that's also 16. So then that becomes 16 pi by 4 minus 8. So 4 pi minus 8. Option C. Okay. In a chemistry lab, an apparatus is adjusted to measure the mass of gas released during a chemical reaction. The mass in grams of gas produced by the chemical reaction at time t in seconds after the reaction starts is given by this. Okay, for every 10 seconds, what is the increase in the mass? Okay, so for every 1 second, the increase in mass is 1.61, the slope. So for every 10 seconds, it would be 16.1. At a certain carnival booth, a trivia game can be played according to the following rule. The player wins 10 gold coins just for participating. He then wins 3 coins for each correct answer and loses 1 gold coin for each wrong answer. At the end of the game, when the time is up, the player gains money according to this equivalence. 1 gold coin is $3. If Jad made 4 mistakes and gains $153 at the end of the game, how many correct answers does he have? Okay, so he started with the 10 gold coins. And let's say he gave X correct answers, so plus 3X. And he lost 4 gold coins because he made 4 mistakes, right? And that should be the total number of gold coins. So 153 divided by 3. So 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3. So 3x plus 6. So 3x is 45. So x is 15. So number of correct answers is 15. If fx is this and gx is this, are functions whose graphs are parabolas. What is the y coordinate of the vertex of the parabola represented by g? Okay. So let's first, what is the, okay, so this I can write as minus x minus 2 times x plus 4. So 2 and negative 4. So negative 4 and 2. And it would look like this because the leading coefficient is negative. So my vertex will lie on the line. What will be this axis of symmetry? Minus 4 plus 2, my x is negative 1, right? So my x coordinate of the vertex is negative 1. So let's find the y coordinate. That would be 2 minus of minus 1 times minus 1 plus 4. So 2 plus 1, 3. And 3. So this is 9. Okay. So this vertex is minus 1 comma 9. This is for the graph of fx. Now gx is fx shifted 10 units to the right, right? Because gx is fx into x minus 10. So I'll shift this 10 units to the right. So this is where gx will come. So minus 1 plus 10 would be 9 and 9, right? So this would be gx. So the y coordinate would be 9. It won't change. So that's my answer, 9. Okay, what is the positive solution of the equation given above? Okay, so x by x plus 2 minus 1 by 2 is x minus half. So x by x plus 2 is x minus 2 plus half. So that's minus 1.5. So x minus 3 by 2, right? And which is, can we do something else? 2x minus 3 by 2. Okay, so x by x by x plus 2 is 2x minus 3 by 2. So let's cross multiply. 2x is 2x minus 3 times x plus 2. So that's 2x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 6. So I get 2x squared plus plus x minus 2x. So I get 2x squared minus x minus 6 is 0. So 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 6 is 0. So 2x x minus 2 plus 3x minus 2 is 0. So I get 2x plus 3 times x minus 2 is 0. So x is negative 3 by 2 and 2. So the positive solution will be 2. Okay. Distance covered by data as it is transferred between different parts of a large computer is measured in light nanoseconds. 1 light nanosecond is equivalent to 29.9 centimeter. If a certain data is transferred at the rate of 19 centimeters every second, what distance in light nanosecond does the data cover in 3 seconds? Okay. So in 1 second, it covers 19 centimeters. So in 3 seconds, it covers 57 centimeters. And 1 light nanosecond is this. So number of light nanoseconds would be 57 divided by 29.9. So let's plug that in. 57 divided by 29.9. So 1.91. 1.91 to the nearest tenth would be 1.9. Okay. So a school asks each of its 1550 students whether they use a smartphone, a laptop, or a tablet during online learning. The table above summarizes the results. If a student is selected at random, what is the probability that he or she doesn't use a tablet, knowing that he or she is not in the secondary section? Okay, so this is conditional probability. P of A given B is P of A intersection B divided by P of B. So P of no tablet, given that it is the student is not senior secondary, will be P of no tablet intersection no senior secondary divided by P of no senior secondary. Okay, so probability of no tablet intersection no senior secondary will be probability of tablet union senior secondary dash. So probability of tablet union senior secondary is probability of tablet plus probability of senior secondary minus probability. Actually, I'll just work with numbers. I don't need to work with probability right now because anyway that will get resolved later. So I can just say this would be, let me find T union SS is T plus SS minus T intersection SS. So total tablet is 300. Total secondary section is 620 and intersection is 100. Okay. So 920 minus 100, 820, right? So T union SS dash would be 1550 minus 820. So that's 037. Okay. So that's probability. Okay, so that's the numerator here. 730 and no senior secondary would be 1550 minus 620. Okay, So that becomes 730 divided by 0. Okay, so 730 by 930 is my required probability. So let's plug that in. 730 divided by 930. So 0.78. 0.78, and we have to round it to the nearest tenth. So 0.8. Right, 0.8. Okay, in the given figure, ABC is a triangle, right angled at B. Okay, so this is a right angle, and segment ED is parallel to AB. Okay, so this is also a right angle. BC is 24. Okay, and AC is 26. Okay, if ED is 8, what is the length of EC? Okay, so we have 5, 12, 13 as a Pythagorean triplet. So 10, 24, 26 is another triplet. So AB is 10. So then ED by AB will be EC by AC by similar triangle property. So 8 by 10 is EC by 26, right? So EC is 26 into 8 by 10, which is 2.6 into 8, which is 8 into 6, 48, carry 4, 8 2s are 16 and 4, 20. So 20.8. Okay, in the year 1990, 12,000 tourists visited country X. Due to bad weather conditions, the number of tourists visiting country X started decreasing by 10% per year. How many more tourists visited country X in the year 1993 than in the year 2000? Okay, so 1993 would be 12,000 into zero point 0.9 and 3 years. And 2000 would be 12,000 into 0 0.9 and 10 years, right? So the difference between them. So the difference would be, I can take 12,000 common, 0.9 cube minus 0.9 to the power 10. So let's just plug that in. 0.9 cube. Okay, that's 0.729. 0.729, and 0.9 to the power 10 will be what? 0.9 to the power 10 is 0.349. 0.349. Okay, so let's subtract that. 0.729 minus 0.349. So that's 0.38, and 0.38 multiplied by 12,000. So 4560. 4560 is the difference. Okay, let's grade this. December Math Cal. Question 1. Okay. December. Okay, calculator. A, C, B, C, D. A, C, B, C, D. Sixth, C, D, C, B, D. C, D, C, B, D. 11th, C, A, C, C, B. C, A, C, C, B. 16, C, A, D, D, C. C, A, D, D, C. 21, B, C, B, A, C. B, C, B, A, C, 26 DADDC, DADDC. Okay. Gradins 31, 16.1, 15.9, 16.1, 15.9, 34, 2, 1.9.8, 2, 1.9.8, 37, 20.8, 4564. 20.8, 4564. Okay, so I got 4560 because obviously when you're doing these calculations, you'll have to take numbers which are rounded off to the closest. Yeah, so you might get some difference here. So yeah, okay. Hope this was useful. If it was, hit like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Take care. Bye-bye.